A first alert update about two separate incidents inside a Richland County jail. One inmate found dead, another charged with the stabbing. 22-year-old Jeremy Dukes now charged with attempted murder. Investigators say Dukes and another inmate had a verbal argument. Minutes later, the victim was found with multiple stab wounds. Hours before the stabbing, the Richland County Sheriff's Department was notified about an inmate death inside of the facility. Sheriff Leon Lotz saying his agency was not notified until nearly 14 hours later. He says leadership at the jail is to blame. Alvin S. is controlled by the county, not the sheriff. He says both of these cases are only going to add to safety concerns.
Witnesses disappear, evidence is tainted, your crime scene is tainted, all of that's gone. I get those calls all the time asking me to do something about it. My loved ones, they're in danger. There's nothing I can do.
We reached out to the county following the sheriff's comments, and we're still waiting for a response.